Here are all the best 7 duplication glitches that you have to know for Minecraft 1.21 Bedrock Edition. The first duplication glitch is for all gravity blocks. That means not only this dragon egg, which is probably the most OP one, but also anvils, concrete powder, sand and gravel. And in order to perform it, you will need the actual items you want to duplicate, then some big drip leaves and some levers. Now the more items, drip leaves and levers you use, you will duplicate more items at a time, so it will give you the desired amount faster. In order to set this up, the first thing that we want to do is to place down our drip leaves in a row like this. Now standing on top, you will drop down, but we can prevent this by just placing levers in front and then just flicking them to lock the drip leaves in place. Now you just have to place the gravity blocks on top of the drip leaves, and as you can see, they will glitch around like this. And at this point, in order to duplicate these dragon eggs or other gravity blocks, you wanna save and quit the game and then just go back into the world. Now, as you can see, the items are duplicated hovering above the actual blocks. You can collect them and you can repeat this as often as you want to. So save and quit the game and go back into the world, and you will see, actually this time we duplicated them twice. But I guess that's nothing to complain about, right? The next glitch that I want to showcase is the 0-tick kelp duplicator. This farm looks something like this and works glitch based. A similar design using this mechanic actually was patched some updates ago, but we found another method that works. But not only can you duplicate insane amounts of kelp, but you can also generate tons of bone meal and kelp blocks, so fuel, using this kelp. And by the way, when you smoke the kelp in the furnaces, then experience will build up in the furnaces, so this will work as an XP farm as well. And if you want to build this, then I have a full tutorial linked in the video description, check it out. Now, already coming to the third duplication glitch on this list, and this is for wool and pumpkin. With this duplication glitch, you will be able to duplicate real stacks of wool and pumpkin within only seconds of playing. And all the items you're gonna need for this one are in this chest. We only need some building blocks, I recommend glass, a dispenser, 4 redstone repeaters, some redstone dust, a lever, a redstone comparator and some shears. Now as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, I've got a resource pack that shows chunk borders. And for this duplication glitch, we will need to find 5 consecutive chunk borders, as you can see right here. Now check out the little map in the corner. If I step over this line right here, as you can see, there we got a chunk border. If you want to download this resource pack, you can do this on my Discord server, link in the description. But once you got the chunk borders, you can set this one up very easily by just placing a lever right here, then some redstone dust onto the next chunk border, then a redstone repeater in this position, so right in front of the chunk border. Now in the new chunk, you want to continue with redstone dust, repeat this one more time, so the repeater and the redstone dust. Then another repeater right here in front of the chunk border, but behind it you want to place a redstone comparator. You want to click that once so it lights up, place 3 redstone dust around, and then just continue with more redstone dust. Now the chunk border in this chunk is right here, and this time we want to place the redstone repeater 1 block earlier, because right at the side of the chunk we want to place a dispenser with shears in it. Then you want to place some glass or other blocks in all these locations, so that you have a nice cage for your sheep or for your snowman or snow golem to be in. Now of course, if you use this glitch for pumpkins, then you have to take a snow golem, which you can build by placing 2 snow blocks and 1 pumpkin on top. And if you want to duplicate wool, just take a sheep in this cage. So right here, this is the case. We got a sheep in the cage and everything is set up as I have shown you already. Now in order to duplicate the wool, what you have to do is to go all the way back to the lever and stand behind the chunk border. Then you want to activate the lever. Now you just have to wait for about 20 seconds or so. You don't want to let this run for too long, because these stacks can crash out your game. So once you think that a good amount of wool has generated, you just want to save and quit the world, go back into it, and then we will have duplicated the items. Now, nothing will happen, but it will happen if you just step over the chunk border then all the items will get loaded, and if you run all the way to the sheep, then you will see that we have tons of wool laying down on the floor. We have 4 stacks and 6 that generated within only 20 seconds or so. Next up, we have the classic all items chest duplication glitch, and for this one you will only need a chest and all the items you want to duplicate. And this can be all kinds of items, including stackable and unstackable items, as well as filled and unfilled shulker boxes. Now, for this one I recommend making a copy of your game, which you can do by just pressing the pencil right next to your world, and then you can duplicate the world right here. This is just to be on the safer side, so that we will never lose any items with this glitch. So here's how to perform this one. You just want to place your chest down wherever you want, and then save and quit the game, so the game remembers this point in time. And then of course go back into the world, and now what we're gonna do is to put all the items you want to duplicate into the chest, and then you want to remove about 10 blocks of grass off the floor. Now, by breaking all the grass blocks, we have a time indicator for us to know when to exit the game without saving. And by that I really mean force quit the game, and not only save and quit, but press the red X in the corner. Now, I do this with 10 grass blocks, but this can vary from device to device, so if you find that this doesn't work for you with 10 grass blocks, you can do this with less or more, and once you found the ideal amount, this should work every time. But let's do this. So, put all the items into the chest and start removing the 10 blocks of grass. Skip forward, and now we press the red X in the corner, so force quit the game. Now, being back in Minecraft, go back into the world, and let's check if we duplicated the items. A good sign, we have the items that we wanted to duplicate in the hotbar, and they are also in the chest, which means we duplicated all of them. And again, I can't stress this enough, if this doesn't work for you first try, then you want to do this with another time delay, and then it should work. As the 5th duplication glitch that I want to show you, we got the inventory dupe for all stackable items. In this case, I will duplicate emeralds, and you will need 1 stack and 1 item of the items you want to duplicate. Then also you're gonna need 35 items of any kind to fill your inventory. What we want to do is to throw the single item on the floor and not collect it for now. Then take all the items and spread them in your inventory, so all slots are filled. Then what you want to do is to stand right above the emerald. You should not collect it as you don't have any space in your inventory left. And then you want to open your inventory, and now you want to select the stack at the same time as you close the inventory. Something like this. This didn't work first try. Let's do this a second time. I got it to work. It should look something like this. So you have a single item in your hotbar, and there is no stack on the floor left because the cursor is holding it currently. Now, in order to duplicate these items, what you want to do is to press escape, and you want to save and quit the game. Then go back into the world, and we should have duplicated the items. As you can see, we got the full stack in our hotbar, and also another full stack held by the cursor, so we got 63 extra items. This dupe is risk-free and will work very quickly, so if you just want to have some extra diamonds or emeralds, this is the way to go. Next up, we have another gravity block duplication glitch. And you might be thinking, why does this dude have 2 gravity block duplication glitches on his list? Well, because this one is a real machine. The first one was able to duplicate Dragon Eggs, which this machine can't. But what it can is to deliver you tons of sand or gravel or anvils or concrete powder within only seconds. For this one, I also have a full tutorial linked in the video description, but in a nutshell, how this works is very simple. You again have marked 6 consecutive chunks with all these blocks right here, and then you stand in the first one and you just have to flick this lever. This will activate a redstone clock similar to our wool duplication glitch, and it will dupe all the sand. In order to access all the duped sand, what you have to do is to leave this machine running for about 20 or 30 seconds. Again, make sure not to let it run for more than this, and then you just want to save and quit the game. Then you want to go back into the world, and you will have duplicated the items. You just have to go above that chunk border And as you can see, all the duped sand will run in and you just have to collect it. As you can see, we got tons of sand, in this case 14 stacks and 56 pieces. The next duplication glitch on my list is a method to generate infinite lava from only one source of lava. And in order to do this one, you will need all these items. This can be described as a small lava farm. And the first thing you want to do is to place down a block of stone bricks. You got these two small sides and one long side, if you get what I mean. And this is the direction you want to face while building this farm. Then you want to break the block of stone bricks and you want to place down a cauldron. Now you want to surround this cauldron at this side right here and at the other side as well, but leave out one block right there. This is the position where we want to get an observer into with the arrow pointing towards this side. Now at both sides next to the cauldron, so right here and there, you want to place 2 dispensers and in front you want to place no blocks. Then go ahead and connect everything with 4 pieces of redstone dust. You want to put water into this cauldron right here and the redstone should fire. Then you want to place some holder blocks and a solid block. You want to break these 2. Then you want to place another block on top and you want to place some blocks around so you got a cross out of solid blocks. Then break the middle block and replace it with a source of lava. Underneath of the entire thing you want to place 2 pointed dripstones like this and lava should drop down. Now you want to break this block right here and you want to put a water bucket into this dispenser and an empty bucket into this one right here. Now everything is set up and in order to duplicate the lava, what you want to do is to take some empty buckets and just empty the cauldron right here. If this happens, this is what shouldn't happen. Then you want to switch the 2 items in the dispensers. So take out the water bucket and replace it with an empty bucket. And you want to do the same thing at the other side. We got an empty one there and you want to put a filled water bucket inside. You still should have water inside of the cauldron. And then you just want to repeat the entire thing and lava should end up being in the cauldron. Now you can repeat this as often as you want. Make sure not to do this too rapidly. You wanna leave the redstone time to fire, otherwise the farm will break again. And now you can take the lava for everything that you wanna do. For example, use it as fuel. These were all the 7 best duplication glitches for Minecraft Bedrock. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please don't forget to subscribe. And I appreciate all kinds of support. Thanks for everything. And then I hope we see us again in the next video. See ya!